All right, this is my review for The Running Man. All right, this movie was pretty good. Pretty good. I will say it was pretty good. But I must be honest, I feel like it was missing something. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't really know what it was missing. All I can say is that I think it needed something to ground it a little bit more. I don't know, like something to ground it. And you know what? I do know what it was missing because I got what I wanted towards the last 30, 35 minutes of it. And what I was an awesome character, an awesome yin to the yang of Ben Richards' character of Glen Powell, and that is Lee Pace. Normally, I try not to talk about stuff like this in the very beginning of the review, but I have to because that is the main thing that affected this movie for me. Lee Pace is a great freaking actor. He's amazing. He's in the series I watched called The Foundation, which I need to do a review about. But the point is, Lee Pace is amazing. And the thing is, he's in this movie, but you don't really see him. I don't want to spoil much. All I'm gonna say is that he's in this film, and you're gonna see him at some point. When you do see him in this film, he's not in this film as long as I think he should have been. And when I had him, when the film gives you this character, you don't get too much of this character. But the point is, when someone has someone to go up against, and just like Batman needs Joker, and this Glen Powell needed Lee Pace. When these two were together on screen, it was magnifying. I was watching it and it was electrifying. I was watching it and I was like, this is great. Like, if this was like, I don't know, like Glen Powell was Batman and Lee Pace was Joker in some weird world, like, they just were on screen and I was just like, these are both great actors. Like, Lee Pace needs to be in more things, but it's just I just feel like that's what this film needed. It was a good film. It was a good film, very good film. But it needed antagonists. It needed someone against him, and it seemed like it was the government that was against him, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to have the entity of the government to just be his thing. I know I'm saying it wasn't enough. He has people chasing him, all these people trying to take him out. But when all these people are just trying to take him out, we don't really know them. It's fine. And even Lee Pace's character, you don't know him too much. But the point is, the information you do get from him towards the end is just like it humanizes him a little bit. But also, like, when you have a formidable force with fist and it's going against another fist, and it's just like another character rather than the full government coming on him, like going to get him, it's just like, it's crazy. I just feel like I loved it. I loved seeing Glen Powell face off against someone like formidable. It just seemed like someone who couldn't take him out. And I feel like this movie was good, but it was fun. And it's not that anything's wrong with fun. It's just something to ground it was a character that you felt the danger of. And I think that they peppered that danger in throughout. But this character was the danger, and I like that. I like Lee Pace, so I gotta give a shout out to him. Other than that, I would say, if I had to do this out of 5 stars, if I had to, I would say I give it a solid 3 out of 5. It was an enjoyable film. Like I said, I just wanted something to hold on to, and I think when that villain comes in the mix, it was pretty good. And then I gotta say this. This is something that one of my things I don't like when I watch certain things is that if the villain doesn't get the comeuppance that I want, they don't get the revenge that I want. Some people may see this and some people may like it. Some people may like the ending. The ending was fine for me. It was fine, but I gotta admit, the movie gives you so much action that when the ending comes, I thought that, maybe you get a little bit, I don't know, like some type of blood, something. You're getting blood from all these people, innocent people, all different things. So I said maybe you get the blood there too, but it goes in a different direction. But I would say definitely check it out if you like. But I'm saying but a lot. Let's see. I think all the actors are great. All the actors were great. Coleman Domingo was amazing. Like every actor was on point. It's just I was missing that grounding, and I think the grounding happens when you have the characters that's interacting with the runnermen, like the civilians, and you do get that at some points in the movie. And I think that's when the movie was when I was really rocking with it. When I was like, okay, like, and Michael Cera, oh boy, Michael Cera was in this. He was good. It was fun seeing Michael Cera on the big screen again. He's just a cool guy. I like seeing him in the movie. I'm like, oh yeah, Superbad is in here. It was cool. It was cool. But what else can I say? I think like I said, the government was the villain, but when you have one person, like a single person who's like gonna go put the boots on the ground and go after someone, that changes things. And I think that is where the movie was great, and I think that's where I was rocking with it the most. I wasn't thrilled. I wasn't enthralled and entertained the whole time, but once you have an actual person rather than just a government entity going after someone, and it's someone that can actually get punched, that's when you feel like, okay, this is getting serious. And I think that's where it was soaring for me. And other than that, I gotta say that Stephen King has a lot of stories. I gotta look up how many different stories he has. Like I feel like this year, so much stuff. If you've seen The Monkey, if you've seen The Long Walk, like, and then you've seen this, and then we got Stephen King's It back on getting they redoing it on HBO Max. It's like this guy has a lot of stuff, and I'm pretty sure he did Cujo, because I remember Cujo was one of the first movies I saw when I was little, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. This dog got bit by vampires and he's going all crazy in the town. Like it was crazy. I remember it. But the point is, Stephen King has a lot of stories, and I need to look up like some of his other stories, or maybe I need to read. I think I'm gonna read some of his stuff, because I do read some books. But what I'm gonna say, I just know that every time I talk to someone who's seen movies, they always saying, oh, the book is better. And I do know that because I read the book of Silver Linings Playbook, and the Silver Linings Playbook movie is actually very good. But that movie was so good it made me read the book, and I read it. I remember reading it in high school, and I was like, the book is actually better than the movie, and it has a better ending. But the point I'm gonna say is, I need to read some Stephen King, because he has so much cool stories, and I feel like I think I will go back and watch the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. I watched like the first 15 minutes and I didn't finish it because I thought it was gonna spoil some beats of the new film, and I didn't want that to happen. So now I think I'll go back and finish it and see how I really feel about it. But I think already from the first 15 minutes of the Arnold Schwarzenegger version that it just had a different tone, and I think that's what movies did back then. It had a way different tone. It's hard to compare it to now, but I wonder if it had something that grounded it more. So I'm gonna watch it and see if there's something that grounded it more, and maybe do a review on it at some point. But I would say definitely check it out if you guys like. I did enjoy it, and I think Glen Powell. I think this movie. You know what's interesting? I thought this movie was gonna let Glen Powell shine the most he can, and he does shine. He does shine, but I think I've seen him shine more in Top Gun Maverick, and I've seen him shine more in roles where he's not the lead, but he is a lead. He can be his leading man, and he is. I think that the most I think I've seen him shine in is a film on Netflix. I think it was called Hitman, or The Hitman, and he just has so much charisma. I think this film, he has to be serious in a lot of moments. He still has fun with the action and stuff, but there is a lot of drama. There's a lot of moments where Glen Powell is more brooding. He still has the charisma in him, but I feel like I wish they gave him more to chew on, because I know he could do it. I know Glen Powell could do it. Like I said, I've seen him. Like I said, Top Gun Maverick. The charisma he has in Top Gun Maverick is just like, it's palpable. I love him, but I love him in this too. I just feel like they could have had more fun with it. I don't know if I wanted more comedy or I just wanted to see. I think there was just more of a serious tone, and because of that serious tone, he still gets to shine, but he doesn't get. I wish they gave him like a whole bunch of cheesy one-liners, like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something. Like, I don't know, like, just, I think they went for it, but I think with Glen Powell, they missed the opportunity to make it like really funny. They don't have to put comedy in everything, but Glen Powell is so naturally funny, and he has like charisma about him that I think it would have worked even if they wanted to push a little bit more comedy on it. But I enjoyed it. Ultimately, I enjoyed it. And like I said, it made me want to go back and watch the original. So I think I will do that and finish the original and see how I actually really feel about that. And Lee Pace, I gotta bring up Lee Pace again. Lee Pace is amazing. When you have a formidable villain or formidable someone to go against, that clashing, that is when the movie soars. When this movie has the civilians interacting more with the running man, for most part, I think that's when it soars. And also when they have a really good villain. And I'm telling you, if you see this movie, you'll see, like, towards the end, when once the Lee Pace is introduced, he's he's magnetic. Like, when you have him and Glen Powell, I think, like I said, an alternate thing, if Glen Powell was Batman and Lee Pace was Joker, I feel like they don't even have to be those characters, but it's just like they both have something. They both have something there on screen together. And I don't know if because they both have this certain charisma to them, and they both have this tough exterior, but they also have like this something to both these actors. And I think Lee Pace was just perfect for this, and I want to see him more and more stuff. And if you haven't seen The Foundation on Apple TV, sci-fi series with Lee Pace, check it out. I gotta do a review on that soon, but the point is, when a movie has a character going against another character, that's when it's gonna soar. The government being the character is still good, but when you had someone boots on the ground like Lee Pace, that's when I think it was soaring for me. But check it out if you like. This has been my review. Spread love and light. It's Deja Know the Name, and let's sign off like Running Man.